I got 99 problems, but DDP losing and porn ain't one of them, bro. Okay, and here's the thing. We're gonna talk about the porn part later. Wait for that in the video. But bro, DDP, the BWC man, the DP, bro. DP stands for double penetration, by the way. Just forgot to mention that. So I'm trying to think of an acronym for DDP that's not Drickus 2 plus C, but has something to do with double penetration. So I'm thinking DDP, maybe I think double penetration, maybe like a quadruple, like a quadruped, a quadrupod, whatever, penis, maybe that's what Drickus has. But anyway, Drickus beats Kamaru Usman via unanimous decision. First 2 rounds very clearly go to DDP. I thought DDP was going to finish Usman, bro. It looked like he could have moments, but I guess we'll try to be a bit more patient, conserve his energy a little bit more. In the second round, he landed a punch that Usman thought was an eye poke. It wasn't. I guess being fair to Usman, the thumb of DDP did kind of graze his eye, but it was an eye poke, so I don't know what he's complaining about. I almost had a heart attack there anyway. So, great performance from DDP. First 2 rounds very clearly went to him. The last three rounds were a little competitive, but still DDP. So, phenomenal performance, bro. He beats Hamza in the rematch, and that is a fact, bro. That's a truth, Nuke. That's the truth. Bro, all the Hamza fans gonna say, but my guy smashed your boy. But mind you, Hamza fans are gay. They're just gay, bro. I'm sorry. The most Dagestani fans are gay, bro. All this time about smashing your boy, all the grappling and wrestling. I'm just saying it's kind of gay. And you know what? I think the UFC fanfic video by Anarchy MMA is beautiful. I love that video so much because I know I was not the only one that thought maybe Islam and Habib kind of did some stuff and that'd be kind of like a sick yaoi to do. I'm just saying, any yaoi anime folk, get on that shit, bro. Make an anime about 2 MMA fighters that are both champions, but they're low-key gay, and they have graphic gay sex, bro. That shit would go insane, bro. Low-key, I'm gonna talk about the porn part later, and you'll see what I mean. That'd be a great idea for a porn movie, on the big screen in the theater, bro. That'd be sick, bro. That'd be some awesome shit. Brother, it's too deep, brother, slow down with all that shit. That'd be fucking awesome, bro. But anyway, great performance from DDP. Back in the win column, easily beats Hamza in the rematch. He will become champ again. He's gonna go on this GOAT title run at middleweight, bro. He's gonna be better than Anderson Silva and Adesanya, bro. He's a true African. Beat 2 LARPing Africans, bro. He beat Adesanya and Usman, and they're LARPing Africans. The true African king beats them. Phenomenal work by Drickus. He beats Ngannou as well. We all know this. The true African, Drickus du Plessis with the BWC. I can't even put in the work. I'm just so proud of him, bro. I'm just so amazed. The rest of the card was kind of, good at moments, kind of mad moments, but, kind of all-right card. There was a big highlight. Only would have been better if he finished Kamaru Usman, who was complaining at Reigns about head kicks. And here's the thing about head kick, right? I guess you could land it with your toes and kind of eye poke somebody, but to do that intentionally is like some Cyril Gane level of evilness, bro. Like Cyril Gane or Imava would do that shit. Really, just any French dude besides Benoit Saint Denis would do that shit. But W performance from DDP. I saw it in a bedtime comment video. But by the way, bedtime is me. Phenomenal videos coming out recently, man. I'm a big fan of you. Maybe we could be like the Batman and Robin of MMA YouTube. I'm Batman, you're Robin. That'd be sick, bro. Big fan, bedtime. Love you, bedtime. Love you. One of the biggest problems facing America today is how difficult it is for people to get a job. It is very hard for folk, to the point where people are developing a fear of a job application. There are people who will stay in their room all day, goon the videos, eat very unhealthy amounts of food, copious amounts of it as well, wear nothing but their underpants, if even that, play games like Overwatch, fucking Valorant, League of Legends, fucking Ark Survival Evolved, fucking Minecraft, Prehistoric Kingdom, bro, Animal Revolt Battle Simulator, King of Bones, maybe they even have a turtle in their room that they chill with, maybe they spend their days watching like Family Guy or Instagram Reels, bro, like maybe they run a YouTube channel called Giga Alpha Sigma Gassy Fug HIV Evil Furry Pod, bro, who knows? That could be anybody, and it's terrifying, and I have a solution for you. If you think to yourself, I just cannot get any job. I cannot get a job at Burger King. I cannot get a job at Target. I cannot get a job anywhere. I got you. Become a porn director. Now, not a porn star, because I'm not being honest. Sometimes you're just not cut out for it. It's kind of like being a pro athlete, when you're a pro athlete, you just kind of have to have something, whether it's elite genetics, definitely you have to have elite genetics to become a pro athlete, and sometimes you just don't got the genetics to become a porn star. Like, sadly for me, I don't really got the genetics to become a porn star. Now, of course, I'm talking about, what can I be talking about when it comes to genetics of a porn star? Y'all understand it later. I'll get older. But anyway, some people just don't got the genetics for it. But if you have the mind, you can become a porn director. Because I feel like a lot of people don't talk about porn directors enough. Because a lot of times, I'm just being honest, they're not that good, bro. I'm just being completely honest. Like, especially if it's like solo content, it just isn't good. Like Sweetie Fox, bro. The amount of folk I will see glaze Sweetie Fox kind of pisses me off. Because I watch some of her stuff, bro, and it's just not that good. I mean, it's good, but it's just standard stuff. Like, it's stuff I've seen hundreds of times before and will continue to see. Like, she's not reinventing any wheel. The wheel is the exact same. Maybe you put a different rim on it, maybe, but that's not a reinventing it. You're just adding little customization options, That's not reinventing it. That's where I come in as a porn director. Okay, I'm full feature-length porn productions on the movie screen, on your every movie theater in America and eventually across the world. There's going to be a Giga Alpha Sigma Gassy Fug HIV Wolf Furry Pod porn production, okay? And it's going to be beautiful. And here are some of the films I have ideas on creating. Number one, Jurassic Park. Not Jurassic Park, Jurassic Park. Everything's on the ass, okay? In this movie, I already know the actors. We're going to figure that out later. But there's a group of bounty hunters, right? And long ago, there was a abandoned dinosaur park. It wasn't even a park. It was a government facility where they were making dinosaurs. They didn't tell any of the public about it. And it shut down because, stuff went bad. And the dinosaurs just kind of roam this little free-range area that's enclosed, right? Just kind of left to die, okay? So these bounty hunters find out about it and are going to capture some of the dinosaurs' DNA and some of the equipment there to sell off, okay? And guess who they send? They send a bounty hunter, which is a girl with a fat ass, okay? Jurassic Park. And she goes to find some of the stuff, running to dinosaurs and shit, right? Of course, a couple other people come as well, 2 dudes, and some scenes go on there. But the 2 guys die to the dinosaurs, right? And the thing about the dinosaurs as well, I'm gonna go for the most accurate dinosaurs I can think of. I'm getting all the recent scientific papers, I'm getting everybody I can to make the most scientifically accurate dinosaurs. We're gonna get animatronics involved here, bro. Either very realistic CGI or animatronics. We're actually going to do both to make this the best, movie of all time, right? And, she goes into the laboratory and she's like, this is a little more well-kept than I expected. And that's where she meets our big, buff scientists who remain there taking care of the dinosaurs, monitoring their behavior, And of course, they get into arguments like, oh, I'm here to steal stuff. Oh, no, I'm here to protect it. And that leads to a fight scene, which leads to a other scene, wink, wink. I can't actually wink, so I gotta actually say wink, wink so people know what I'm talking about. So that happens, and eventually they team up because they both kind of have the same ideals. And they team up to save the dinosaurs while also exposing the government for this very, bad treatment of animals. And of course, there's a lot of sex scenes in between that as well, around 20. They're not nearly as long, but they're as like a regular, movie would be, but they're very, very good. Very good camera angles, different positions you've never seen before, phenomenal situations, and accurate dinosaurs. There's gonna be a fight scene towards the end where a Dilophosaurus and a Utahraptor get fighting. It's gonna be sick. My next movie, so we all know Jaws, right? This is kind of similar. The film name is still Jaws, but it's not about a shark. I mean, there is a shark involved, but it's a little different, okay? So in this Jaws movie, again, prototype name, it's a marine biology facility where there's a marine biologist who, let's just say, what that mouth do, let's just say it does a lot, okay? And of course, she's doing stuff to some of the male people, some of the female people as well. And there's a shark that develops a lot of human intelligent characteristics and start becoming really smart, almost like just start becoming really, really smart and starts outsmarting the people and kills a bunch of people, right? And it's absolutely crazy with a lot of blowjobs in between, right? So that's Jaws. That's the prototype name. I think we might call it like Jaws, what that mouth do or something like that. But that's a base idea. And for my final film, we all know Spider-Man, right? We got Spider-Man, Brand New Day. What about instead of Spider-Man, it was Sperm Man, okay? Sperm Man, and instead of, him shooting webs and whatnot and beating up bad guys, it's a dude who has the ability to turn into a big buff furry and spray his sperm everywhere. And he had to spread his seed to stop other people from getting diseases. So you may be thinking of Spider-Man, but it's actually a completely different IP and a completely different type of idea here going on. That's just 10%. If you only use like 10% of our brain at any given moment, and that's not even a fraction of what my brain could really develop and create in terms of the porn scene, because, porn's amazing. Everybody should watch porn. Everybody is very educational, okay? And here's the thing, when I tell people that I watch porn, they think it automatically means I jerk my shit. I'm not jerking my shit to porn, bro. Like, I do, of course, but what if I can't just watch it because I'm bored? I can't just watch it because I enjoy it, because I want to see the storylines and I want to see the actors perform at their best. That's why I like watching gay porn, bro. Because it's not because I actually like watching it. First, it's more masculine, okay? But the most masculine thing you can do is dominate another guy. So, very masculine, more educational than straight porn by far, and the acting just better. They made a Mortal Kombat version, bro. Jacoby made a Where's Waldo version of gay porn, bro, and it's peak, okay? Most gay porn is just objectively better than straight porn by a mile. It's not even close. So I watch it because I like it, okay? And you can become gay. That's not how sexuality works. You're either gay or you're not, okay? And I'm not gay, and I just like watching it because I think it's more entertaining. And sometimes I'll dabble into a little bit of straight porn. No lesbian porn, though. That's just not good at all. It's just rubbing up on one another. That's just not even good. But porn's very good and educational, and the people with the big noses are trying to make it seem like such a bad thing, when in reality, it's the best thing on planet Earth, and everybody should engage in it, okay? And this is fact. This is the truth nuke being dropped on y'all. Hear this truth nuke come down, okay? I don't speak Spanish. Why, bro? I kind of want to expand on a topic I brought up in one of my other videos about how people need to start grooming. The main thing I want to talk about is the whole predator thing, okay? Now, I am a predator, okay? But I don't like how I say that, because nowadays the term predator has been ruined by guys like Gideon, you know? Like, I mean, I love Gideon because he has a very fat butt and I want to do stuff to him in prison, you know? And me, that one dude from New York, has the very same mindset when it comes to that. But to me, it's like, I don't want to, call myself a predator and then have people immediately assume I like kids. Because we already have a word for that. It's called a pedophile. We have the word pedophile, we have the word pedo, okay? And I just don't get it. I don't get why now the word predator is associated with children. Because it makes no sense. I am a predator, but I'm not a child predator. And even then, we shouldn't call people that. Because what is someone who eats children? What if I ate a child? Would I be considered a child predator? Because that would be the same shit, right? Because predators are like lions and crocodiles and like monitor lizards and shit. And they eat other animals. So if I ate a baby, would I be considered a child predator? You know? But now, if I call myself a predator because I hunt down animals like deer and rabbit and, moose and shit, because I'm an apex predator, if I go to someone like, hey, yo, bro, I'm a predator, they're going to assume I like kids. And I don't like kids, bro. I like older women. I'm like a reverse pedophile, bro. I like them older, okay? Like when I see like a middle-aged woman, but she's like took care of her body, she still looks good, bro. And she all thick and shit. I like that shit, bro. And I want to be involved in that, okay? And so yeah, I'm a reverse pedophile, but people think I'm a pedophile because I say I'm a predator. If I try to talk to a girl, right, and I say, yo, I'm a pedophile for real. No, fuck, not that, fuck. I gotta clarify myself on that one, or else I'm gonna be Twitter canceled. I'm gonna be Twitter not wholesome Twitter canceled, bro. I'm gonna have a whole life ruined because of what I said. It was a misuse of word, bro. I say pedophile a lot, and I meant to say I'm a predator. Not that I'm a pedophile. So it was a mix-up on words. It happens all the time. So just know I am not a pedophile. I'm a reverse pedophile, like older women, okay? So let's say I'm trying to talk to a girl my age, because, that's acceptable by society, right? Okay? And I say I'm a predator because I'm trying to impress her and be like, yo, I'm a predator. I feel like dudes just don't be impressing women the same now anymore. Because back in my day, back when I was like a dinosaur and shit, you gotta like fight other male dinosaurs to get the rights to mate, which is so incredibly alpha, bro. Like the idea of having to fight another dude for the right to have sex and keep your bloodline going is so fucking alpha. And that's why I say I'm a predator, right? And of course, not even predator does that. Like moose, like prey also does that thing, which is so alpha. So I'm trying to tell this girl, like, yo, I'm a predator, right? just so she knows my mentality, just so she knows I'm really trying to be out here getting stuff and be the apex, be on the top of the food chain. But now she assumes I'm a child predator, you know? She assumes I like children when that's not the case. I'm not a pedophile, yet again, reverse pedophile. I just want to add some clarification to that because I was watching a llama rider video and he said how he's a pedo, how he's a physically excellent dude online. And that's a W acronym, bro, because it rolls off the tongue very well, the word pedo, and it's just short for pedophile. And if you want to call someone a pedophile, just call them a pedophile, because now pedo is an acronym for a group of dudes, okay? And I kind of want to join that group, okay? I'm a physically excellent dude online, bro. I'm online all the time. I work out. I'm very excellent. I want to be a pedo, but not a pedophile. I don't like children. I'm just a physically excellent dude online, and I'm a predator, as in I hunt down other animals to make me the apex predator of my ecosystem, right? So that's kind of all I'm talking about. I just kind of wanted to clarify that a little bit, expand on that idea, because in my opinion, that's a big issue affecting us right now. You can't say you're a predator now. And it's so weird because, like, I'm an MMA fan, and there's a lot of UFC fighters who have a lot of famous UFC fighters who have their nickname the Predator. Francis Ngannou, the lineal UFC heavyweight champion, his nickname's the Predator. Don Fry, who is like one of the faces of masculinity, he was the Predator. So are they child predators? Fuck no. They're just predators, okay? Just like me. I'm a predator. You should be a predator. If you want to be a better man, you need to be a predator, okay? You need to have the predator mentality, okay? So let's stop the word predator. How did that even come about, bro? How did the word predator get associated with liking kids, bro? We got to stop that right now, okay? So right now, on this very day, the word predator needs to stop being used to describe pedophiles and be used to describe alpha sigma dudes who hunt down other animals or beat up other men, okay? That should be the term predator use. If you want to describe someone who likes little kids, use the term pedophile. Also, the word molest has to be changed, bro. Because I be seeing signs that say don't touch the turtles, right? Because let's say I'm at a park, right, and there's turtles in the lake. You shouldn't touch them. That's obvious. You shouldn't touch the turtles. You know, they're wild animals still. You have to respect them. And yet the sign be saying, don't molest the turtles. Why the fuck would I think about that, bro? Why? Who's out here molesting turtles? Who's so evil they're molesting turtles, bro? I saw a sign, it was a photo, and the sign said, do not molest the gators, okay? Who the fuck's out here molesting alligators, bro? Like, that shit's crazy to me. Why do you need a sign to say, hey, don't molest this animal, bro? And why are they all reptiles too? Why are people out here molesting reptiles? I heard about that one story in India of those people who caught a monitor lizard. I think it was like I think it was a Bengal monitor. I don't know what it was. It was a type of monitor lizard. It was a very rare species as well. And like 4 Indian dudes like did stuff to it. It was really bad. It was a really horrible situation. It was a couple of years back. But that's like, why are you doing that? Like, why are people out here molesting reptiles, bro? Like that's just weird as fuck, okay? And also, if you're gonna use the term molest, as in just don't touch the animal, just say don't touch the animal. Don't put the word molest, because now my mind thinking about, okay, who's out here molesting turtles and shit, bro? If you out here molesting animals, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. Because why are you molesting that shit, bro? You're a fucking human. Like, you're a human. If you're gonna molest other humans, okay, no. Cut that shit right now. Cut everything I just said, bro. Don't listen to what I just said. Don't molest anybody. Don't molest anybody. Don't touch anyone if they don't want to be touched, okay? That should be simple, okay? Don't touch other humans unless you're a dude trying to physically dominate another man to show you're the alpha sigma, okay? Or if you're trying to groom somebody as in keep him clean. Let's say they have ticks or something, like y'all just got done with a hike in the woods, and they have like ticks or fleas on them, and you're checking to make sure they don't get Lyme disease. Then touch them, okay, to groom them and to keep them clean, you know. So just trying to clarify some stuff there. So, you know, thank you for watching. Thank you for being gassy, and stay alpha.